All right, what's up, everybody? We had all of the technical issues right now. Still not. Yeah, okay. We got audio working. Facebook was down. I still can't share the fucking post, so head on over to YouTube. Then the chat wasn't working, audio wasn't working, the video camera wasn't working. So Jimmy fucking bailed, or is late, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't know. He might come. I don't know. I turned off my phone. So yeah, it's fucking happening. Um, we're gonna talk about two new products today. We're gonna keep it slightly short because it's like close to midnight on a fucking Friday. There's a beautiful face. Oh man, hang on. Let me fucking fix that camera. All right, yeah, it's been a fucking disaster, man. Um, I drank some water out of a fucking water bottle before, and I wasn't paying attention, so I was like, no water is coming. So I just fucking splashed my face like 2 minutes before the live stream. Everything's been fucking going amazing. Um, Having said that, we got something new to talk about. Um, there should be a video going live on YouTube right now. So I suggest we cut to it right away. Let's see if it's online. Oh shit, I'm not logged in with the right user. Uh, okay, hang on. I'll figure this out. I need like a couple of seconds. All right. So while this happens, maybe we just talk about the product real quick. So obviously, it's a small wing, um, about yay. It's heavily based on the mojito, but I mean, I wouldn't call it a mini mojito because we did quite a few modifications to the entire thing, to kind of make it like fly less efficiently, a little bit more stable, and just more casual flying than the mojito. Um, same same guy that designed the mojito was also involved with this, and yeah, it's like 80 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches, probably about 30. We got 6S battery powertrain, and we got a pretty exciting new flight controller that I'll share in a minute. And dolphin killer. Why is it always so violent? Dolphins are nice animals. Just a second. I'll have the video up and running in no time, and then we can talk about it. So, what's special about this video? Nikki, the guy who's editing all of our videos, he's gotten into like making music with AI. So all of the fucking music, everything is fucking made by us, composed by him, and hang on, excited to show it off. There we go. Video has launched. All right, how do I do this? That work? No. Awesome. There we go. Cut and video. I just gotta turn off the desktop. Okay. All right. There we go. I was so while you guys were watching the video, I put the product up online. And I might have looked at a little bit of other stuff. And yeah. So as you can see, we've tested it. We've flown it quite a bunch. We've taken this thing around the world and back a couple of times, and yeah, it's an awesome plane for traveling. So let me show it off to you a little bit. So I got a 04 in mind, which, you know, it's the same kind of principle as with the Mojito for mounting your camera. Then we got the, you know, push to open kind of thing that you guys are used to from the Caipirinha and Mojito. The wings they're not glued in, but they're like rubber banded. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a rubber band here that basically holds the wings together. You can glue it in if you want to. Like the wings, the plane is small enough to like fit on the side of you know, like a seat of your car or whatever. Yeah, so you have those two options. The battery is I'm using a 1500 6S, I believe, and you can see how far back it is. So that's on the heavier side. So you can probably go until like 16, 1700. And then all the way to the front, you'll have like 1100 milliamps, probably 6S. 2207, forgot the KV. It's not written on it here. Is it? No. You'll have to check on the website, whatever the fucking KV is. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's a crossfire in mine, and you can kind of spot over here, there's a special flight controller in there. So let me talk about that for a second. So that is this thing right here, and we're calling it the Wing AIO. It's an H7 flight controller, and it has the connectors here to connect your motor. So that leads you to believe that there is a 6S 50 amp ESC inside. And you've got servo connections, 6 servos, 1 UART, and analog input output on those pin headers here. And then on the side, I don't know if you can read it. Maybe the cam will focus. So on the side, you've got GPS, RX, and come on, it won't focus. GPS, RX, so radio receiver, and USB. And on the other side, you've got VTX and a CAN connector. So this here is a VTX, and then here you got the standard CAN connector. So all of that in one tiny little box. XT60 pigtail on the other end. So basically, you take this into any wing, put it in, slide it in wherever, however, and plug in your battery and your servos, and you're good to go. So that runs iNav and ArduPilot. And I've been running iNav on mine, just, keeping it simple. And that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's any questions. Website says pre-order. Yeah, so here's the situation on ordering. Pyrodrone already has theirs. GetFPV will get theirs next week. And RC Hangar in Germany will also get theirs probably next week. But we know how how customs be, right? In Germany, so don't. And then Phaser also has some in wherever the fuck he is. I forget. It's Australia or New Zealand. One of the two. Same. Yeah. So they will have them pretty much at launch, or like within 1 week of the launch. You can also order them on our website. The thing that's missing is this, right? So if you order the electronics set, it will probably take 1 week for worldwide distribution, and then you'll get it like within 3 or 4 days, right? If you order from us, it's also going to ship next week-ish, depending on how many people are going to, clickety-clack that order button. So that depends. I do recommend the electronics package though, just because we've been working. Holy fuck, man, we've been working so hard on this to make this a thing. Getting that MT30 in there was killing us. Anyway, it's worked out. And yeah. Anyway, highly recommended to put this in there, because otherwise you're gonna kill yourself trying to wire it all up. Yeah, so that's the ordering situation. If you order from any of the guys on East Coast, West Coast, Germany, also RC Hangar is going to distribute within Europe. So even I don't know, I don't want to name names now, because people are going to get pissed that I didn't mention their shop. Any of our dealers will be able to order from any of those distributors, and so that they'll have stock instantly as well. So if you order, you'll have it in 2 weeks. the way that it's set up is we have a kit, so that's only foam. There's no servos included, nothing. Of course, there's like carbon fiber and the push rods and everything that you need to build a plane without any electronic parts. Then we have the electronics package, which includes the servos, the flight controller, GPS, all that stuff, right? Except for your radio, your battery, and your FPV. Even the cable is included, right? Like for DJI and DJI-like people, that's included. It even comes with servo extensions to basically wire up your servos, or to be able to disconnect the wings from and then plug them in again when you arrive at wherever you want to be. GPS also goes in the plug. Yes. I just got the new Arctic Ray chest in stock today. Mini chest restock tool. All right, nice. Flying High FPV. What's up? Pyro has electronics version in stock. So no, the electronics version is not in stock anywhere. This is like one of like 5 units. There's one going to Stu. There's one going to JB. Matt's Tech, one of our guys tried to reach him. We haven't received a response. So I don't know, Ian, if you're watching, somebody's trying to get a hold of you. See if you want one or not. Then, and one is going to Painless 360, and that's it, like 4 units, as far as I counted. So we start assembling these on Monday, right? So this is like the final sample. They look fucking phenomenal. Nothing really to complain about. So I'm fairly confident that these will go out. Probably like Monday, Tuesday. So dealers are encouraged to order. People are encouraged to order. We'll ship them out next week. They arrive next week, and then they'll get redistributed, or you'll just receive them. Ian doesn't fly planes anyway. Oh, okay, I don't know. The reason why I thought of him was because when he saw the Mojito, he instantly said on stream, like, they should make a ready-to-fly smaller version. It's not quite ready to fly. It takes about an hour and a half to build, right? So we include the CLI for iNav 8. That's my personal one. I fly it. It flies fine. I'm sure some tuning Nazi is going to be better. Or have some better fucking values, but flies fine for me. Couple 100 hours on it, didn't get locked up. Tunes are fine. What power on the VTX pin? You got 9 volts or VBAT. It's like all configurable. You can check out the Lucid manual. The settings for this is in the Lucid manual. You can also check out the Chupito manual. Thanks to Mark Stelzner from Germany for doing all that. Make Flying Wings great again. That's pretty much it, I think. I lost track. I wanted to say something, I remember. Maybe go into some more questions. How much? Oh, okay. Hang on. I forgot the fucking prices. I think it's $180. I forgot the prices. You can check them out on the website. With the price, I don't know. We tried our best. People never seem to be happy. The set is $199. The kit, so that is $199. That's with electronics, and so that probably means that the wing is about $100, 80 bucks, something like that. And we did think a little bit. The shipping on those wings is kind of expensive, so there is a Crash-A-Lot kit, which comes with 2 of every foam and one electronics package, I think. Yes. So one electronics package, two of every foam, and one of every hardware, right? So what that means is if you're a guy that crashes a lot, you can buy the Crash a Lot package. Or if you're a cheap motherfucker, you can buy the Crash a Lot package, sell it to one of your friends, the one wing, and you buy the carbon fiber tubes, and you 3D print the motor mounts, and you've got a fucking cheap mojito, Chupito. Sorry. Those are your options. So yeah, the cool thing about the Crash a Lot set is just, when we were flying it. So this is probably my third one, and I've got about. I easily have about 250 flights on it, right? On the third one. In all, we did way more than 500 flights. And the first ones were a little rough. The issue is, like, outside of our office, we land on concrete. So, like, it starts to get damaged. At the beginning, we didn't use the tape. Plus, Wayne flies like a fucking noob. So he, like, hit me. I think like Kofi hit me a couple of times, and shit just gets broken. So it's always good to have spare foam lying around, and the shipping is like 10% more, and you get like a full spare set, right? Is the lead? No. So in terms of complexity, we went completely the other way, right? So we tried to have no plastic parts in it, and we succeeded. We went all out on like durability, on ease of use, and on kind of like reliability, whatever whatever that might mean for you. I didn't really care about flight performance. I still don't care too much about flight performance. This has like a glide ratio of like 1:9, 1:10. No, sorry. I don't remember, but it's not 1:10. I think it's 1:7. It's in the product description, I think. And so it obviously it doesn't glide as well as the Mojito. Mojito is 1:10, so that's why I'm kind of like, no, it doesn't fly as well as the Mojito, right? It doesn't fly as fast as the Mojito. It doesn't cruise as fast as the Mojito. It doesn't reach as much altitude as the Mojito. It doesn't allow you to install LEDs inside the fucking wings. But like Steele was at my place. They still spent like 2 evenings installing LEDs. Kofi's probably going to do a video about how they installed it. I don't know. I'm not gay, so I didn't install LEDs. So, they're going to hate me for that. So I didn't do that, but they did, and they spent like 2 nights working on it, and I was like, fuck that, that's way too complicated. But, you can do it, right? So, technology. What top speed you get with the small monster? So, okay, you can go, like, people have taken this to about 200, right? But you will need to laminate it. I would say the comfortable top speed of this thing is 140. If you go any faster, your elevons are going to start to flex. It is a foam wing, right? And whatever, right? So if you want to go faster than 140, you're going to need to like either tape it up or laminate it or use goop or whatever the hell these kids these days fucking use, right? My suggestion is take it easy, fly low. It'll feel faster. Wings come off. Is there a case for it, or do I tie it to the backpack? Both of it. No, there's no case included, but you can put it in a backpack. You can tie it to a backpack. With the wings off, you will be able to fit it into a backpack. But with them on, it'll just be strapped to the back. Like I've taken this on the motorbike, right? So just strapped it to the back. Damiano spent well, yeah, he's a special kid. Oh, Kofi's here in channel. All right, stall speed is about 45. So it does fly really, really low. Like in the video, there's like this one scene where Steel is flying like super slow up the mountain, and I'm chasing him with my GPR, and that was 35. At least that's what he said in the video, right? I don't know. I didn't check the speed. What battery size? 1106S to 1806S. Try to be in between, like 1300 to 1500 is the sweet spot. It's very beginner friendly. So the CLI that I'm including, it has auto launch enabled at all times, and so basically all you have to do is you have to wait for GPS to lock. You have to arm the fucking thing. You have to power up. Don't forget to power up. It happened to me multiple times that I forgot to power up. You throw it and it just takes off, right? It's super simple to launch, but please throw it overhead. Don't do any of that stupid shit like Kofi does, with the fucking twirly stuff, whatever. It looks cool. You're going to break your plane eventually. I don't know. I think Kofi asked me for spare parts just now, so that's what you fucking get, right? Don't do it. Just overhead launch. It'll be fine. It's fine on 4S. Absolutely fine on 4S. The reason why we got it on 6S is because we wanted to have unlimited vertical, right? So like where I'm not going to name the names, but where I'm living right now, there's a lot of fucking vertical buildings, and we like to fly up and down those buildings. Lube it up and send it. Yeah. Um, Yeah. So, in terms of like complexity, Wayne flew this with me. He's never flown wings before in real life. He tried on the sim, like there's like this wing simulator. He was pretty good at it, but he flew the wing just fine. I mean, I don't know why Wayne always got lost. Like he doesn't understand the concept of like side wind, right? So like every time I followed Wayne, we would end up behind the building that we flew at. That's the only thing where, like, if you fly long range and you're not smart, then try to look for like stuff, right? A lot of times we flew with, we couldn't see the ground for whatever reason. I don't know, and we we got lost a lot. I mean, I kept telling Wayne, you're turning right, bro. And he was like, no, I'm going straight. Until we lost video. And then he took off the goggles. He was like, oh, fuck, I'm behind the building all the way to the right. I was like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you for the last 20 minutes. Anyway, Wayne should blog about this. Wayne is food blogging in Thailand right now. He fucking abandoned me. We gotta install a compass on Wayne. I don't think it works, dude. It was so fucking hilarious. He doesn't watch the flight information. Like when with the DJI goggles, you try to follow a little bit, and then one time one of my friends was like, he like saw us fly like past us on the right, and then he looked at Wayne, and Wayne was like staring all the way to the back. He was like 180 degrees off from the plane. Yeah, so Wayne just doesn't care about the fucking anything on that's displayed, right? Like, having said that, he hasn't lost a wing yet. He always came back, or the return to home came back when the video was gone. Yeah, so can't fault him. He followed me for 30 seconds and he hit me twice. So make of that what you want. We reversed roles again because at one point I was like, I'm sick of this fucking dude always turning right. Follow me, and then it's like boom, get hit, and it's like, all right, fuck you. Go up front. You lost weight, my man? No, man, I haven't, dude. I'm so fucking fat. I gotta do something. Yeah, I had yesterday was cake day, so I just ate cake fucking all day. I don't know. I skipped breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I only ate cake. I don't know. I'm gonna end up with diabetes real soon. Wind is so magnetic. um, Bay is designed to fit eight 21,700 cells. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt you're gonna fit that. Um, so you can have your cake and eat it too. Yeah, yeah. I can't. I can't. Especially I keep eating it. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it from my end. We will have a H7 wing coming out, like for larger wings, if you're into that. You know, like with 10 amps Beck and shit like that. We'll have a couple of drone can peripherals to be released soon. Can't talk too much about those yet, just because like that's not yet 100% confirmed. And I think that's it. There's no there like we're just chilling. We're chilling. Tell about you guys attacked by an eagle. No, there's a video coming. So there's a video coming. My one of my Chupitos got fucked up by an eagle, big time. Yeah, you'll see in the video. You know, we've got a couple of videos coming out from our travels, from our exploits all around the world, and you know all the places that allow long range FPV magically. So yeah, that'll be coming out. Well, you know, over the course of the next 1 to 2 months, we'll have a couple of videos coming. Tango 2 battery to South Africa, please. Oh, fuck, man. You got to talk to any of our dealers. Maybe they can do it. Like, it's super hard to ship batteries nowadays. Have you tried the AIO with the Mojito? Yes, of course. So this I've only flown mine with this, right? Like I waited, and the first prototype that came out, I flew with this, and I've gone through a couple of you know, design issues for you. So these are absolutely fine. Can it be shipped to Europe without selling kidney? You can order it from RC Hangar 15. So we probably got a lot of stranglers coming in. I'll talk about the whole fucking thing again, right? There'll be a recap. No worries. So yeah, I've only flown with this. I don't know. Highly recommended. I haven't had any issues with it once it reached the final production stage. Um, it's a novel concept because the ESC and the flight controller are so close together. That obviously creates some issues with thermal management. Like, where's the fucking cap, right? Like, ooh, where did he put the cap for the battery, right? Ooh, and yeah, all these kind of, you know, little questions and problems, like how the fuck do you get the MT30, you know, to, I don't know, whatever. I know a couple of cloners will take this apart and learn a lesson or two. I hope, maybe. Does it need airflow to stay cool? No. So this is another thing. I don't know if you can see from the video, the color of the top part is different than the color of the bottom part. So actually, the bottom part of this is a giant fucking heatsink. The more you know. I mean, obviously, like, don't fucking, you know, wrap it in foam, which is an insulating material. But even then, like, for 20 minutes, it'll be fine. However, having said that, check out that bunghole on the fucking Chupito. So you got air coming in here, pushing through here, right? Y'all got any of them 69s coming? Coming. Can we get an ethics backpack? Good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know what's going on with these. Are we still getting TBS CNC gimbals? So there are going to be TBS CNC gimbals. We're going to sell like 200 pieces, limited edition. I'm done with those suppliers. We're working on something else. It'll be better. So, but there's going to be CNC gimbals. Trappy hates heat sinks. Yeah, man, I fucking hate heat sinks. Who the hell is this? Why the fuck do you know so well? Anyway, it doesn't really need the heat sinks if it were not enclosed, right? So we put the heatsink on there specifically so that you can put this somewhere where there isn't a lot of airflow. And your flight controller, because it's an H7, it has temperature thing, and because it's AM32, you can also see the ESC temperature. I think, at least I've seen two temperatures on my OSD. I don't know what the engineers put in there, and I've never seen anything above 50 degrees. So plans to make a pan kit for the FPV. There is gonna be a link for the tower on the website. You will need to get a servo. I forgot. It's like some very specific servo that you need to get, and then you'll be able to pan. So there is gonna be footage from that. I don't think I can show the footage from Wayne hitting me, just because we were flying, somewhere. And it's, to me, not worth it, personally. Like, I flew it like 20, 30 times, and then I removed it. It's nice for like how do you say it, like a gimmick. The DJI thing gets cooled incredibly well, right? Because you've got no fucking lens here on the front. Like, the camera will be mounted up here. But yeah, like, it just, I don't know. I like to look straight and fly straight, right? I'm waiting for the 1 to 2S AIO boards to come back in stock. They're out of stock. Yep. Okay. Any news on Tango 3? Of course, but not for you. When can we expect a new version of the Source for 20mm cameras? I think it's in works. Any UK shops? No, not planned, but again, like, they will probably reach out to RC Hangar 15 in Germany and get them. I don't know, right? Like, we sent a fucking boatload to each one of those guys, and that's actually why this thing has been delayed so long. Like, this has been a product for, 8 weeks now, right? Yeah, so that's why it's been delayed so long. Are we seeing some Humber from TBS for OpenIPC? Why? Isn't 04 great? It's nice for model train builders. Yes. Yeah, so going back to the fucking pan tilt thing. It's, to me, it's a gimmick. However, the footage from it, like, we put one shot in the promo video, and I specifically only wanted one shot in there just so that people wouldn't be like, I want the fucking pan tilt mount. But we had to put at least one of them in because they're so fucking awesome. So the shots are really fucking cool. If you fly a lot with other friends, you might want to, put it on. But it'll be something you have to 3D print, super easy to install. It's not like removable. Maybe somebody will come up with something that's like slightly more removable. But this one needs to be like put in and glued and whatever. Yeah. Any other questions? I love this time slot for USA. Usually are going live at 4 a.m. Yeah, well, look at me, man. It's fucking 12:15. Yeah. I waited this long for Jimmy to come, and he was late, so I told him, stay the fuck at home. I'm doing a live stream now. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Right? Anyway, he hasn't showed up yet, so I guess he stayed at home. The bulletin for the 3D, yeah, I know. I haven't uploaded it. I know I fucked up. I saw it like 2 minutes before we launched. I was like, fuck. It'll be up like within the next few days. Like, before you'll have your Chupito, you'll be able to download it, right? It's just a little thing that your server will go in, and then that's it. Did I just hear Tango 3 in the works? Tango 3, obviously, it's been in the works for about 2 weeks now. But yeah, it's nothing that's around the corner. It's nothing I can say really specifically. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Because the last time we were in fucking molding, and I was like, it can't be more than 2 weeks because the mold's going to come next week, and then we are finished, right? And then this whole fucking thing happened where, like, all right, I can probably talk about it. Like, we wanted to do sliders for, cap sense sliders for, I think it was for the menu control. Like, instead of having buttons, we like used cap sense, right? And I don't know, we never really noticed until we fucking had the molds made. It didn't work. Like, like when the thing went to 1 watts, like it started like changing your settings, right? So I had to start again from scratch. Yeah. Okay, all right, let's do a quick recap. So today we launched the TBS All-in-One Wing FC H7 flight controller with up to 6 servos, plug-and-play connector for GPS, USB, and digital VTX, as well as radio control and GPS. Plug-and-play also for your motor if you have an MT30. Please buy an MT30 if you are not buying the official TBS Chupito 2207 2000 kV motor. I read 2000 kV somewhere, probably 2000 kV. All right, then we are launching as well the TBS Chupito 0.8 millimeters, 600 something grams flying wing, cruise speed of about 70, stall speed 45, top speed 140. Battery size 1100 to 1007 or 800 6S. It also takes 4S, just change accordingly. Compatible with 0304, analog VTXs and cameras, obviously. If you want to go long range, like I don't know, how are you guys feeling about this fucking range on this thing? I'm not very happy. Whatever. Removable, right? Wings are removable. You can just take it apart. It's rubber banded together. I initially hated the idea. It sounded fucking terrible. But I don't know. I stopped arguing with the designer, and he was right. He was absolutely right. That's like 1 in a million that I admit that I was wrong, right? So there's that. Ships instantly, well, next week, Monday, from Hong Kong, and from West Coast, next week sometimes from the East Coast at Get FPV. The boat just landed in Germany, so it's like another week or so to clear customs and arrive at RC Hangar 15. And there's one with phaser, one shipment with phaser. So they also have stock. The electronic sets are not in stock yet. They will ship next week. Price is $200 for the wing plus electronics, $80 for just the wing, and there is a Crash-A-Lot set for I think $250 or $60. All right, this one here, the price I think it's $50. Where is it being manufactured? What? How does it pack down? Wings on quick connects? No. So the wings are not on quick connects. The servos are plugged in through servo extensions. So you just have to, it's like a 2-minute process. How does it tear down? There's 2 carbon fiber rods that go through. You have the wing that takes out, and you have a rubber band that holds the wings together. So again, it's like a 2 to 3 minutes thing. It's not like a complex, snappy, fitty thing like the Mojito. Again, the philosophy behind this was do everything that, well, no, I won't go there. try and make it simple. That was the thing, right? For the Chupito. Try to make it as simple as we can, make it as crash friendly as we can. Don't fucking care about performance. Like the initial design that came, it was very touchy to fly. Very, it flew great. I'm not saying it didn't fly great. It flew great, but it was way too touchy to fly. It had way too good of a performance, right? So I told him, like, tone it down a fucking notch, take it easy, smoke a blunt, and get me a plane that everybody wants to fly. And that's this one, right? The Mojito, like, don't get me wrong. I love the Chupito until I've flown the Mojito. And then I hate the Chupito because it's wobbly, more wobbly, right? Slower. It doesn't allow me to go as far, whatever, right? But if you've never flown a wing before, this one will do plenty, right? It goes, I don't know, what's the max I've taken it? Mont Blanc was 8 kilometers distance and I think 3,000 kilometers altitude, right? Like through like several different classes of airspace. So you can get into some serious trouble with it. That's what it was built for. And then it'll pack down and you can, hide it in a backpack, walk past the cops. Again, like what do you mean by where is it being manufactured? I'm sorry, your question isn't disappearing. So ZOHD makes it, if that helps. How much does it weigh with electronics? This one here is 640 grams. What's the process? Build process is the following. Glue servos, screw in this and plug in all of the connected dinks. I also like it. This here it comes with like a USB thing, right? So like I glued that in here. So you got to do that, and then this here screws in, right? You got the holes here, so this screws into the it slides in and it screws down onto. You also got a clip. Yeah, you can see it. Like there's a line here. See that line? You got to clip it along that line for the Chupito. Install the 04, plug it in, glue down the battery. What is that called? Like this here. There's like a wooden piece down here that holds the battery down. Battery, plywood, whatever thing. Motor has to be screwed into a motor mount, and then that motor mount gets slid in and then glued in, or you can just secure it with a carbon fiber rod. There's a carbon fiber rod in here that also gets glued in, and that is it. Again, like if you're focused, you can get it done in less than an hour, 100%. If you're Kofi, it'll take you like 3 days. Will there be a 250? No. So here's the thing. The 250 rule does not apply to people who don't fucking care about it. That's my secret to you. All right? Like, I have a letter that says I can fly whatever the fuck I want. And I use it all the time. The problem with the 250 gram version is it's going to be way more bouncy. It's going to be way more annoying to fly in anything but completely dead air. It's super hard to design. It's incredibly difficult to make all of the electronics fit. It's just a pain in the ass. And all of that to follow rules? Sorry. I don't subscribe to this fucking concept, right? So, sorry. I fly this thing wherever the fuck I want. It's quiet enough. Like, we turned up at like 7:30 a.m. in an Austrian mountain town, and you know those guys like their fucking silence. And We tossed it out. It was loud for like point 0.5 seconds. I toned down on the throttle and I went up to the mountain and then I let it rip. And that was it, right? The Chupito. This is actually the choripan. This is the choripan. You can make it to some 250 if you leave off the remote ID. There you go. There you fucking go. Um, yeah. So this, like, seriously, I mean, yes, I understand the whole concept about, like 250 being safe and all. This is super safe. We had a 3D printed version of this, which was much more solid. And I hit one of my guys in the back with it on accident, okay, not on purpose. I was just like showing off, flying past. It was like, holy fuck, there's a guy. Boom. I hit him in the back, like the worst place you can hit somebody. And he still works at TBS, right? So he hasn't died, he hasn't resigned. So, yeah. How do you come up with his names? So, Chupito is a small shot, right? That's what it means. So, all of our wings are called after Latin American or Mexican, whatever. No, Latin American cocktails. And the smallest cocktail you can have is in a Chupito form, which is a shot, right? Google Chupitos. So I don't know. Like to me, Latin American drinks are the only ones worth drinking. Like I don't drink. I drink. I might drink like a Corona beer, and I will drink a mojito, a chupito, and a caipirinha. Right. So there you go. Workman's comp. Henry, yeah. So the guy that's right here, that's the guy I hit. He didn't start a campaign to call you a woman. Sounds like the Chupito is going to be a huge hit. Well, we hope so. It's to be quite fair. Like, I don't know. It's we make a lot of products that don't sell well just because we try to push limits, right? And I'm not saying like any of our products are selling badly. I think like I'm very happy with the sales. I'm doing fine. Like don't donate me money, right? But how to say like there are very few products that like we will talk about in like 5 to 10 years, right? Like there's the Crossfire, there's the TBS Discovery, there is probably one or two more, like the TBS Tango One, maybe the Tango Two. I mean, it's still in sale, right? So you shouldn't talk about it like it doesn't exist anymore. Um, and to be honest, I think this is one of them. I really think this is one of them. Okay, I'm not reading all this. And what's up with the naming of the 69? Actually, we've had a lot of these fucking names in the past. So the whole thing started with I don't know. I was like typing product description. I started swearing in the product description, and then Amazon took our products offline, right? Um, yeah, I think it was Amazon. Um, because obviously you can't call your competitors fucking copying cunts or something, apparently. So we thought like, all right, we'll take it out of the product description, but we'll make some spicy product names, and product names aren't filtered apparently. Um, yeah, Tango Two is still the best on the market. 5 years and nobody can beat it. Yeah, it's actually scary. How many bad copies and how many people keep trying. I mean, it's not the most popular radio. Don't get me wrong. Just because I don't know. I don't understand it, but yeah. I mean, every Tango 2 copy that's out there, we buy it and we try it and we just laugh our asses off. to be quite honest. Like there hasn't been one where we didn't go like, they didn't understand. They didn't understand, bro. Just watching your visit to London 16 years ago, yeah, man, that was a fucking hoot. I've never talked to so many cops before as I did in London, and then they try to go after us like the CAA or whatever they're called. Yeah, fucking idiots. Oh man. Will the electronics bay fit other electronics for the ones that have a bunch of stuff laying around? Oh, absolutely. So you can check out the size of this. This is pretty much the largest size that will fit. There's plenty of space for the ESCs. You can use whatever the hell you want. I just so I don't know. I'm getting to a point in my life where my patience is running extremely thin, and I put in the prototype of this, which was with a separate mode ESC. Like Kofi built my first one, where we put the 90 amp 12S ESC in there, just because we didn't want to use anybody else's shit. And it was a fucking pain to wire up, right? It was, you gotta like, I don't know. I don't deal with this stuff anymore. So this one basically replaces Kofi. For me at least, because I can just plug shit in, slide it in, screw it down, and it's still fickle, right? It's still fickle. It's a small plane, so you got to deal with it. I can say for certain that there hasn't been another drone that's been inside without permission. Without permission. Yeah, we got lucky on that one, to be honest. So what happened when we were flying in front of the House of Parliament, we didn't even know. Like, I thought Big Ben was just a fucking, whatever. Big Ben, it's the tower. We didn't care about, like, when I heard that the House of Parliament is in there, I was like, fuck, we are screwed. But the lucky thing was there was an anti-police protest going on at the same time. So, first of all, they thought we were part of that. And so they were like super pissed. And then they realized that we were like just like, Swiss dudes, not part of this at all. And then they were like super happy. And the anti-police dudes were like, you see, that's why we hate you. So and then there was like hundreds of cameras on us from like all of these anti-police people who just waited for an opportunity of any of the policemen to say even anything remotely offensive. And then I don't know, it would have been all over YouTube. So they were like, don't fly here anymore. And then we were like, just here, right? And they were like, yeah. And then so we went just across the river, and then we flew up the whatever the circly thing was. That's the story. Just only CRSF diversity without FC, Beck, and some servos. Done. Yes, absolutely. So that's the way, that's the way we used to fly, right? Like, that's old school. Yeah, obviously. Now, having said that, this thing has saved my ass a couple of times. But that's just because I'm following Wayne behind the fucking buildings all the time, right? So if you know how to fly, you're good. "12S is causing problems with the Lucid ESC." Oh, you got to set it up properly, man. So the thing about AM32, it's way more complicated to set up. On 12S, you will need to set up the motor timing or like the phase, whatever thing it is. You also, I found out, it's very weird, you need to set the KV very, very accurately, like within like 5%. Please do that. Do those two things and you'll be fine. You must try Chin Chulin. It's going to blow your head. Okay, all right. Looking forward to that. Circle thing is the long night. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was weird flying in London just because people were very paranoid there. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they're paranoid in every big city, but in London they were particularly paranoid. Um, and so we just like stuck to the touristy centers where there was a lot of tourists. Tourists didn't give a fuck. The locals were kind of pissed off at us for flying. All right. I think that's it. I've been going fucking solo for an hour and 8 minutes. Not really much more to say. Are there any final questions? Looks good. All right. So we'll call it a night. Products are up on the website. Order them from Phaser FPV in Australia, from TBS for around the world, RC Hangar 15 for Europe, and all of the European distributors that are ordering from RC Hangar 15 or from Get FPV and Pyro, or all of the US distributors that are ordering from them. These things ship next week. The flight controllers. The wing starts shipping pretty much immediately. Yeah. That's it. $250. You got the crash lot set with the electronics. That's what I would do, if you ask me. Come to Argentina, Trappy. Oh my god. I'm already a fat fuck, man. If I come to Argentina, I've heard food is super cheap there. It's fucking fatty, and it's super good. So that's like the fucking recipe for a fucking disaster. Hangar 15 only sends to Germany. Well, not for dealers, they don't. What's Wayne doing? Wayne fucking went to Thailand. I won't say what he's doing there. Not what you think, but maybe exactly what you think. And he's fucking food blogging. So like 5 minutes before the fucking live stream, he put up a food blog shit, like taunting me. Fucking food blogger. Yeah. Anyway, check out the Chupitos. They should be online everywhere. Check out the video, the launch video. It's super fucking sick. Congrats to Nikki. Like he finally got so pissed off at all the fucking YouTube music artists requesting money to just to have a fucking track playing in the background. He made his own fucking tracks. So you guys got some competition. Any news on some new radios? No. So we won't drop any news on the new radios until they're available, just like now. The Chupito's available. It's been a product since like 8 weeks. We've been flying it. Steele's visited my place for like 10 days. We went to Austria, we went to Switzerland. We went to all the fucking crazy places. We flew this thing. We tested it properly. We're launching it in comfort and relaxation. And that's the way it's going to be for all of the other products coming out too. Just because we're now a bigger company. We got way more people. We got way more, all the other shit that's going around it. We need to calm the fuck down and release products in a calm manner, in a professional manner. And that's what we're doing. So enjoy. I hope I don't fucking eat those words, by the way. Because, shit can always go wrong, right? But I guess you guys know what I mean. New version of the Source One, September. I called it. Maybe I missed it. All right. I guess that's it. I'm not taking any more questions. For those of you that are waiting for like reviews, Stu from UAV Futures, Painless 360, and Joshua Bardwell, their shit is going out. None of them asked for one, by the way. I'm just sending them one. That's it. We asked for Matt's Tech for his address. He hasn't responded yet, but he's going to get one too if he wants. And that's it. So you can wait for those guys' review. They'll be sent they'll have it sent to them free of charge. But we don't really like, yeah, we don't tell them what to say. We're confident that this is a good fucking product. That's all I can say. Any news on the Lucid H7 wing? Yeah, it's been a while. It should be coming out momentarily, right? It's a stock situation, you know. My brother is one of the Chinese workers who builds it. Oh, seriously? Awesome. Yeah, they're doing a great job over there at ZOHD. Richard Emde. That sounds like that sounds like probably not like the Chinese worker. That sounds like the guy who designed it. Oh yeah, hit the like, subscribe, all that good shit. Please. Thank you. Bye bye.